Hi everybody, it is December 1st and as you can tell it is dark outside, and that part was intentional. You see, I had planned on getting up early this morning, make a cup of coffee, get my yarn ready, and light my advent candle and sit and chat with you guys in the morning before the rest of my family woke up. But I kind of slept in, and then all morning was just busy. So this is the first time that I've had to sit down and record. It is currently about 6 p.m. I'm sitting in the car outside my son's practice because they don't not let parents in, but they prefer that you don't. So I am sitting in the car because I am working on a pair of socks, and you might think I would be working on the 24 stripe Advent socks, but here's what happened. When I got up this morning, I was hosting a cast-on party on Zoom at 10 o'clock, and I had planned to sit and work on the cuff of my Advent socks, but I didn't have any empty needles. So right now I am working on another sock, and it is this Newhound sock that I'm almost finished. As you can tell, it just needs the heel put in, and then I have free needles so that I can cast on my Advent socks. So that is what I am working on in the car, because I figured if I went inside and I sat on the bleachers, odds were pretty good that I would get hit by a soccer ball, and that's just not what I was looking for. So I'm sitting in the car. I am listening to some podcasts while I'm working away at this heel. So hopefully that will be done by the time his practice is over. And then tonight, when we sit and watch TV, my husband and I are watching Yellowstone. Then I am planning on popping on the heel and starting to work on that, and hopefully get caught up sometime tomorrow. I do knit my socks on DPNs. I had hoped to knit both of them concurrently, so I'll have to see if I can find another set of needles. Like I said, I don't think I have any empty needles, but maybe I can find another set and put whatever's on them on waste yarn, just so that I can participate in my own knit along. So that is how today is going. Now, the highlight of my day was the two sort of cast-on Zoom parties that I hosted earlier today. It was so much fun to sit and chat with a couple of you guys and see what you're planning on knitting for your Advent socks, or quite a few people are planning on doing I think it's called Musselburgh Cat, which is very interesting. I posted a picture of somebody who had knit that with last year's skein, so I think that's a great idea for an alternative pattern for this yarn. But I am planning on knitting a pair of just plain vanilla socks. I might do socks on a plain and add in that little cable that they have. Last year I knit a vanilla sock, and I took a twist-a-stitch faux cable pattern from another pattern that I had, and I put it onto the socks, and I really liked that. And just gave it a little bit more visual interest. But a lot of you have asked what I recommend, and I do recommend just a basic stockinette vanilla sock. There's lots of great patterns out there. I know my friend Denise has one of Earth Tones Girl. I will link these down below. Kay the Crazy Sock Lady definitely has one. Susan B. Anderson Smooth Operator Socks, I think that's the name of them, is another great one. But I'll link a couple of these patterns in the description box below for anybody who still needs an idea of what to do. And I have also had a few people reach out and ask if I have any skeins left in stock, and unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I haven't had a coffee since this morning. I do not have any left in stock, But the good news is the Knitting Loft in Toronto, which I consider my local yarn shop, they do also carry my yarns, and I think they still have some left. So I will link their shop below as well. And if you're still looking for an Advent skein, that would be my first suggestion, is look there. The other chance you might have is on a de-stash group in Ravelry. There's usually a few people every year. It's just not their jam. When they open the package and see the colors, it's not what they were hoping for, so they're looking to de-stash those skeins. So you may be able to find a couple on Ravelry as well. But otherwise, I am going to sign off. I'm going to work on this heel and see if I can't get that done. People are driving by, and there's a lady sitting in the car next to me, probably wondering what is she doing. But I am going to sign off for now. I'm going to work on this heel, see if I can't get it finished, and then hopefully tonight cast on a toe or a cuff. I haven't decided, so that I can start on my own pair. But I hope to check in with you guys. I'm hoping daily. We will see how that goes. I do have a few things on the calendar for the month of December. Mostly I am driving my kids around to sports, but I do also have a few fun things planned that I hope to get to, and I will bring you along, but it might not be a daily vlog. I will try. We'll see. Back home. I didn't exactly finish the heel on the sock that I was working on. It was just a little too dark, and with the navy yarn it was really hard to see what I was doing, but I made a little bit of progress, and we're just about to sit down and watch a show, so I figure I'll be able to whip this up easily at home, and then I'm going to cast on the cuff for my 24 stripe Advent skein. Now I'm going to be using this mini. It's just an undyed mini, and I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it has a little bit of silver stellina in it. So I thought that would be really pretty. And I guess I should show you what the Advent skein looks like this year. So I was super lucky, and I did a swap with my friend Sandy for her 2021 holiday bag. So that is where my Advent socks are going to be living. But this right here is what the 2021 24 stripe Advent skein looks like. So it's very similar in feel, I would say, to the 2020 skein. That's sort of how it's going to knit up. But it comes like this, split into two halves. Each half will have 2 full repeats of the 24 stripes. And then at the bottom, it's tied together just to indicate that these are the same color. So this is the end that you're not supposed to start from, but where I'd intended you to start from when you wind up your cake. So I'm very excited to cast these on tomorrow. Really hoping it's tomorrow that I can catch up. But in the past, in 2019, I knit my sock using one repeat of 24 stripes. I used 12 stripes on the foot and 12 on the leg, and then I used the contrasting for the cuff, toe, and heel. And that's probably what I'll do again this year. For my 2020 sock, I did the same thing, but I wanted the leg a little bit longer, so I did use another 4 or 5 stripes, or I wouldn't have been able to get 2 full pairs out of the skein. But that's how it comes. And as you can tell, the stripes are very, like the color, the overall feels very similar to the 2020 skein, and it has sort of like a granny. It reminds me of like a granny stripe blanket is what I think of when I see the Advent skein. And then this year, I did treat myself to a mini skein calendar. I knew right off the bat that the one I wanted was Woolberry Fiber Co. I really like how Bethany does her colorways. I really enjoy her colorways. And I knew that's the one I wanted. And today I opened the first package, and this is what that color looks like. Now it's going to show up a little more yellow because of the lighting in this room, but this one is called Cooking with Grandma. It's really pretty. And then I had forgotten that I ordered a second mini skein calendar, and I didn't remember until it showed up on my doorstep one day. And the other calendar is from Blush Yarns, and she sent this little card, and it has all of the different colorway names on it. So this first colorway is called Candied Apple, and this is what that one looks like. So I don't have a specific project in mind for these. If anybody has any ideas or pattern suggestions, please leave them down below, because I would love to hear your suggestions. I don't want them to just sit somewhere. I want to actually use them for something. So I am open to your suggestions. But other than that, it is late. The kids are in bed, and hubby's waiting to watch her show. So I'm going to sign off for today, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be much more organized and actually have my Advent socks cast on. I'll see you then.